Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome. It's Friday, the 13th. And it's time to rank 8-bit Nintendo games. I'm Jeff Gerstmann. It is getting long, this list of ours. We have 359 games on the list. I spent some time, Blues Brothers is down here pretty low. I was playing Blues Brothers 2000 for the Nintendo 64 the other day. And that game is a perfect continuation of the Blues Brothers video game franchise. It really is right there qualitatively. They might as well be the same game. On a ranking of Blues Brothers, that would be a very difficult call to make because they're so similar. We've got a list of games we're going to rank today and add to the list. This list was 100% provided by you, the viewer, the members of the Gerstmann Advisory Panel. You can sign up today over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. I think you can also go to patreon.guard.bike and it'll get you there, but I don't remember off the top of my head. That's I was looking. I'm messing with a bunch of domain and hosting stuff right now. I have until December to figure out where I have an email forward set up. Okay, where it forwards a very old email address to my current email address, and I don't know where in the chain of hosting and domain stuff that forward is, because my host got purchased by another company and I have been migrated into their back end and it's all terrible and I just want out. I'm not hosting any fancy websites at the moment now anyway, so I don't need to pay them I don't need to be paying them to do it. And I'm going to figure out eventually where to I build a central home on the World Wide Web for everything that I'm doing here. But that's neither here nor there. You can sign up at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann to get more ad-free versions of the podcast. If you join the advisory panel, you can suggest games for this very program. We have been getting advised a lot week in, week out with a lot of these games, and why don't we just get right into it? The thing is gone. Hang on. The thing is back. Hello. Greg wanted to see this game, and it's a fitting game for the week, I suppose. I don't remember liking this game at all. But let's find out. What's up with Friday the 13th? That's it, huh? Okay. Oh, we're just gonna do that again. Over and over and over again. Oh, the source code is copyrighted by your friends at LJN. And they make all good games. Use the torch to light the fireplaces. Okay. I want to like this, you know, because it's very, you know, much like The Goonies 2, it does have this kind of different perspective. Found a lighter. Go into one of the cabins by the lake. Wow, wow. Interesting. All right, I guess we lit that fireplace, which is something we needed to do. Okay. We were over there before. So is me moving left moving me right on the map? Because... yeah, it is. There's some kind of timer going down and some kind of very annoying beeping noise. Should we go into the forest? There's a house blinking, so maybe we should go over there. That means going this way. We're not going to make it. There's 35 seconds before whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Oh. The map is not nearly as big as you might think, I guess. Oh, yeah, no problem. What did I... Oh. Good God, man. I mean, this dude doesn't even have the rock, so... Oh, but... I guess he's... Oh, hey, here he is. Oh, I guess I have a rock automatically, huh? You win for now. Oh, but he's right here. What the fuck? Ain't no map in the cave. Well, what am I... When am I supposed to look around if it's just gonna beep at me every... Sorry, you can't jump and throw rocks. That would be too useful. I jumped there and a knife appeared? I don't even know how to get there. There's no, like, walking path that leads right to wherever that is. There's a guy here. I can't take his knife or any, like, he won't. Oh, okay. Pass. Cure doesn't do anything. Yeah, no problem. Were you just scared? Like, what am... Thank you. Okay, what... Oh. Oh, okay, so if I push... Alright, okay. Wow, this is... terrible. Okay, why don't we make a loop here and, go into the cabin near the cave. Alright, we lit another fire, I guess. We went into a cabin near the cave. I mean... Okay, that one's close. We can... Bird! No, cannot duck the bird. Yeah, no problem. There he was. I didn't duck well enough, I guess. All the way down there where I just frickin' was? And I can't just change. Okay, there we go. We got a boat. This bird's attacking the boat. I can't jump, so I can't jump up and hit the bird. Lady's jumping out of here. Like, how exactly are you supposed to handle that bird? Am I supposed to, like, stop and go the other way? Because this is, like, really momentum-based. So kind of by the time you get the ability, you know, by the time you... Yeah, see, that's not going to work. Oh, we rode all the way to the other side. There are houses somewhere in the middle there, but... So if I go up and around, there's that big house up there. Yeah, I got it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, well, I don't know how to get to that place, so I don't care. I went the wrong way. Well, now I'm near, you know, now, well, okay, wait, a key. Chasing in the water. What? What the hell, man? Okay, here we go. Can I be the kids? See, it's a totally different game, but I think Friday the 13th for the Commodore 64 is actually kind of cool. It's just weird. And you can kill the kids yourself. Which is real fucked up, man. Alright. I guess we've got a machete now. I have some kind of potion that I feel like I should be able to use. It says cure. I can't go down to that, like, that potion and use it. The movement is real bad here in these sequences. It just, like, especially for, you know, like, hey, you're occasionally gonna fight a guy in this environment. Like, this movement in here is pretty bad. Oh, the forest is kind of a little maze here, huh? Well, looks like we're gonna die in the forest, kids. Uh-huh, me and my friends are dead. Oh. Another LJN classic. Haha, you picked this guy, but he's all the way... There's something happening all the way down here. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna change to the... I'm gonna just change to her because she's already here. All right, now we can get down to business. Like there's something about the flow of this game is very off. Like where the enemies spawn and how close they are to you, and all of like the angle on the rock. Like everything feels designed to just like be off just enough to make you think about every encounter, which, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But it is a frustrating thing for sure. There was one more house in here that's big. Hi, what do you... Good to see you. Okay, I guess I'll see you later. I don't know. You see, it makes sense that all of the cabins look the same because it's a summer camp, so why wouldn't they just build the same cabin over and over again, right? Okay, so now we want to leave this little loop. I mean, I guess maybe an option here is to just pick somebody else who's not in the loop, huh? Wrong way. Be nice if they were able to fit a small version of that map on the main screen, since it's not always obvious which way is which until you've gone a little way in a direction. Just Jason in the water. Just swimming. Doing Jason things. What did I even do? I just came by and said hello. Thank you. It's so stupid. Okay, look at. I guess look out for the guy, because I just threw rocks at him until he left. He ain't dead. One of this game's biggest problems is that it's terrible. I guess it's a long way around to the right, so I guess I should go this way? Yeah. I'm all the way over here now. Like, the scale on this map is also fucking insane. Oh. I did. I already did. Are those meant to be like dynamic? Like, hey, you know, we put the good item here this playthrough? Wrong way. It's fine, though. We'll still make it. Yeah. There you go, George. I already went into the houses in this little cave loop, didn't I? And lit those ones? Hell, I don't remember. Bird. I guess not. No, wrong way. All right, all right. Ah! Oh. I got stabbed to death. I'd say you hate to see it, but I'm supremely indifferent about this. Okay. No, thank you. Yeah, I just don't. The timing on that dude is not, like, impossible. It's just... fucking dick. Found him. Yeah, dude, this is terrible. This game's fucking terrible. Like, I've messed with it here and there and kind of, you know, at one point did kind of loosely understand the mechanics of it and stuff. So coming back to it is like, yeah, it's still that game. But Jesus, dude. I see why people would get like sucked into this game and want to like know everything they could know about it. You know, it is weird. Yeah, well, I guess those kids are dead. Is it a waste of time for me to even pick up this since I can't use it on myself and I'm the only kid left? Is there ever anything in these smaller ones if it's not like beeping and alerting me to be here? Alright, well, there's a house, I guess, in the forest here. Perhaps this game's greatest sin is that I cannot change directions while remaining crouched. I have to stand up, turn, and duck again. You can't... Like, that's terrible. There's a lot of terrible things in this game, but... It's good. It's good music too. It's real good. You know. The beeping noise is not at all annoying. It's just a great game all around. An audio-visual feast. A thing that Goonies 2 did to help you kind of with the, like, this specific kind of navigation is they had, you know, they would let you know if you were on the front side or the back side, because it kind of had two maps, like, you know, this forest with its many layers with no real indication. I mean, you know, hey, you get lost in the forest, that's the idea, right? But this crouching. We're right back where we... Fuck this game. I mean, at this point, I might as well just go hang out in the lake, right? Because the only thing left for Jason to attack is the kids. If only I could, I was like, you know, like, that's something like for a game that is as systems laden as this is. I'm surprised I can't, like, level up. I'm surprised, like, that I'm not, like, getting anything for killing these things. Like, it just seems like that would be one more system for them to put in. For me, it's that you cannot attack while you jump, and you cannot change direction while crouched. That are just, like, movement things that are, like, really frustrating, because they would make this game better. Yeah, no problem. This game is dog shit. One more. Okay. Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. That's a game that comes up a lot. More than it probably should, considering the quality of the game. But I do think, like, it also satisfies a lot of the great kind of early requirements for a cult game, where it is just mysterious enough to where your brain thinks it, like, especially when you're a kid, it's exactly the type of game that like your brain fills in a lot of blanks and you go, oh man, I'm sure there's so much stuff out there that I just haven't found. And if I'm going to find this, then I can get this. And I think that the actual answer of it is, no, there's actually not that much to it, but it has a lot more to it than a lot of other games of its era, right? I mean, there are certainly things about it that you look at and go like, well, I mean, it's cool. Like it is an open world to a certain extent. You can go wherever you please. Things happen with or without your interaction off screen, so it's sort of a, hey, if you don't get there in time, then these kids are just going to die. And that's, hey, that's fine. If that's how you want to play it. And I don't know, like that sort of stuff is interesting, but mechanically this game is so fucked that you just like the movement and the arc on the rock and the spawn rate of the enemies. And, you are never, it is relentless in a way that like, I think kind of betrays the source material to a certain extent because it doesn't have time to get creepy. It's just like, oh, you're in the water. Hey, Jason's here. Hey, you're walking. Oh, Jason's here. Yeah, this beeping noise means that Jason's there, and you better get there, or he's gonna kill somebody because Jason's there. Like he works fast. He ain't fucking around. And that doesn't necessarily make it like some pulse pounding adrenaline rush kind of thing where you're just, I'm on the edge of my seat. I gotta get here. I gotta do this. Like instead, it's just like, oh, I don't have time to really see what the hell it is I'm doing, or like there's like you'll find the notes that are like, go look at this, and like that's cool. I'm never gonna have time to go look at that because I'm constantly having to change kids and do this and move over here, and the hoops that the game makes you jump through are just not worth it at the end of the day. And then the Jason fight stuff is no good. Like it is like this vague punch out like thing of you duck out of the way to avoid the incoming attack, and he's always got a different weapon, or sometimes he has no weapon and he's just like clonking you on your head, which is real dumb. So like there's an ambition to it, but it's not good. And I don't even know that I would say it's interesting. Like, you with an ambitious game, you tend to go like, well, there's some interesting things about it, but it's more that like, they came up with some systems, they made it more open than the average game, and but like it's not none of those answers. In fact, even trying to answer the questions, like none of that stuff is actually good. And so all it really has, I think, is its ambition. It's not the music, that's for sure. It's not the graphics with the weird looking kids and they're, just like crummy animation and everything there. Like the shitty movement in the cabins is frustrating to deal with for an area that you could just be in and out of really quick. Like the way the movement drags there is just like, ugh, come on. What I'm saying is that it's no kickle cubicle. And that's that much is clear. Chippendale Rescue Rangers is a better game. It's no Karnov. Rescue the Embassy Mission is a superior product in almost every way. No, in literally every way. It's no Clash at Demon Head, which is similar in some sick ways, if you think about it. It's definitely no Wizards and Warriors. Golf is better. Hide Lide's a better game. You'd be better served with a copy of Pictionary. Is Friday the 13th better than Dino Wars' destruction of Spondylus? No, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. It's no Conquest of the Crystal Palace. It's definitely worse than Gremlins 2, the new batch. One would have a better time with a copy of Yo Noid, scientifically speaking. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the ultimate walking simulator, is, I think in a lot of ways, you know, better at doing some of the things that this game is trying to do in a sick way. It's worse than American Gladiators. It's worse than Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. It is Deadly Towers is more fun. We're kind of in the zone. We're kind of getting in the zone, you know? Like it's worse than Treasure Master. But it's better than Back to the Future. It's a better game than Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is a game I was thinking of when we were thinking of this, is in terms of Who Framed Roger Rabbit is also a game that is ambitious in a few ways. Dick Tracy is kind of another one that comes to mind. Friday the 13th is certainly better than that. Friday the 13th is better than Bart versus the Space Mutants. It's worse than Treasure Master. It's better than Wally Bear and the No Gang. It's better than Time Lord. It's better than Best of the Best Championship Karate. It's better than Dash Galaxy in Alien Asylum. It's better than WrestleMania Challenge. It's our new number 319. Congratulations to Friday the 13th. For all that you've done. I was wondering if, you know, being on a new machine, something would change about the pasting and from going from Notion over to Notepad, but no. No, it still sucks. There you have it. Thanks to Greg for suggesting that one. Next up is another this is another scary video game. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. Also from your friends at LJN. You know what? It's called Major League Baseball. There's a different revision of it. Let's see if this one maybe has achievements. Looks like no. Major League Baseball. This week in baseball. Regular game. National League. No, what? Select first batter, leave me alone. Why would I? These teams have lineups. Don't make me do this. Why would you? If I hit select, it'll go from infielders to outfielders and then catchers and there's no names. Because they don't have the MLB PA license, it's just the MLB license. And so like they have numbers, and so I can go like, well shit, man. Who was leadoff for the Giants in this era? And I can try to put together the actual lineup. Oh man, I hate this. I'm looking at these stats trying to match them up because what era would this have been? I guess maybe this was. So this is Will Clark is here, but is this pre Kevin Mitchell? Also, it just says infielders, so you're just like, well, am I gonna have to assign? Like, I can only pick so many infielders, right? Yeah. Well, Kevin Mitchell, did he? So then. Looks like our stream disconnected and reconnected. That's a weird one. No frames dropped, just boom boom. Fuck it, I can't, No, what? No. Do not select. Do not select. I like that it doesn't tell you why. Like, obviously it's because you have picked 3 outfielders already. So, okay, yeah, number 9 would be Matt Williams, but didn't Matt Williams play 3rd? Like, isn't he an infield? Am I misremembering? So why is he listed on the outfielders? Wait, so I don't even pick like what position they play. I just have to pick a number of infielders and a number of outfielders and 1 catcher and 1 pitcher. This is miserable. This is already... this is way worse than I remember. I remember this game being terrible, but like, man. I can move forward and back in the batter's box, but not in and out. This is 87 lineups. Yeah, so maybe it's... Yeah. Oh. The noise when you hit the ball is pretty good. It's got like a boom, like a bassy kind of thunk. That'll score 1. Oh, look at that ball. Look at the scroll. It just can't. The crowd noise is really something else, too. What a terrible video game. I look at the look at this screen here. This one right here when you're in the batter's box. This screen right here. Can I? No. Like, look at how terrible the guy in the batter's box looks, the pitcher. Like, it's a lot of really... Oh, look at the jerk on that ball. What the hell was that? So, okay, 87 would, yeah, that'd be, yeah, Jeff Leonard was still playing then. The Hackman. Can't move on the mound. Yeah, Chili Davis. Candy Maldonado. Oh, look at that little audio for you. Oh, so me walking over and touching the base. No force out there, huh? Cool game. Cool game. Expos, man. No joke. See, if I touch the player, that's an out, but you cannot just walk over the base, seemingly. This is not the only game that has a pause between in that transition between this view and the full field. But it is maybe it is probably the worst. Trying to steal. Whoa. Clear the fucking benches, man. That slow ass throw. Guy could have walked to first base. Oh. The ball moves weird. The players in the field move weird. This thing is just a mess. Longest single in baseball. Good eye, good eye. Bad eye. Fighting them off. You want to see a lot of pitches, you know? That ball just dies, man. Like the physics on the bounce are so weird. What the hell was that? Come on. Come on. Stay fair. No. What? I'm gonna complain to the refs and I or the refs, the umpires. Walk up to him and kick dirt on him until they kick me out of the goddamn game. This game's just broken, man. I always knew this game was bad. You know, I remember playing this game when it came out and, you know, or when I first got my hands on it and was like, oh, this is, compared to the other baseball games on this platform, this is straight trash. But I don't think I had quite realized just how terrible this game is. Holy shit, this is bad, dude. Could have had the double play because I tagged it, you know. I feel like whoever made this game not only had no idea what they were doing, they knew exactly what they're doing because they actively hate the game of baseball. What is happening? Stand up triple. Also, the timing on the swing feels weird. I feel like I need to be out in front of it in order to hit it fair. No. Oh, they've had enough. I need to push the start button? No. Okay. What the f- Not being able to move in or out in the batter's box sucks. Dude, everything about this game sucks. My ploy of maybe if I stand here long enough and didn't even bother showing the rest of that ball coming in. Oh, the way the ball just dies out there, man. It's so like it doesn't slowly roll out there to let an outfielder get it. It's just like boom, dead. It's really messy. Like there's just the physics. Whatever. Everything, every aspect of this game is fucking terrible. That painted the corner, that should have been a fucking strike. No, what? So I can't tag a base, but I also can't like hit the throw button to run to the base, and I can't hit B button. You know, some baseball games of this era would let you hit a base and the B button to like run to the bag. It doesn't have that. And this is miserable. Yeah. Yeah, leg that one out. Sure. Of course. Stroked. Ah. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, that's right. And burn through their whole bullpen. What the? All right. I kind of want to see what a home run looks like. But the Expos are refusing to hit one, and I am unable. See? Look at that! I'm walking all over the base, and it doesn't even do it! This game is fucked. This game doesn't even have the fucking rules of fucking baseball right. Again! Like, I gotta wait for the shortstop to come over there and cover the fucking base. It's completely broken. Oh, come on. All right. Will Clark up to bat. Here we go. Heart of the lineup. Yeah, and then look, instead of changing direction, the AI just has... Ugh. I'm just gonna groove them and see if they'll hit a home run. There, go, go, go. Fuck. Good, check swing. Yeah, smart. Yeah. I mean, their pitcher's not going to hit a home run, so... Come on now. Just crank one out. Come on now. Just hit this one out. You got the bases loaded. Just hit it out. There. Go, go, go. Come on, come on, come on. This... Okay. Well... What the f... That's a... This is a... I'm blown away by just how bad that was. I can't believe it, man. Like, the number of things it gets wrong about just like basic concepts of baseball video games, which had existed prior to this, is crazy, man. It's way worse than I remember it being. It's way worse. I'm shocked. I am shocked, man. Is this game better or worse than DuckTales? The science would say that it's worse. Where's bases loaded on this list? 113, man. It's way worse than bases loaded. Here we have baseball at 179. It's way worse than that. Baseball is a relatively basic game when it comes to the sport. Like, you don't do fielding, you don't do, you know, there's like things you don't do in that game, but they don't fuck it up. It is worse than Puss in Boots: A Perrow's Great Adventure. Like, there's just core basic things about the sport that you would put into this that are not here. Like, clear, like, okay, if you're making a baseball game, like, here's the rules of baseball. If you touch the base, you do this. Here, you know, the ball physics and all that stuff. Like, hey, you know, physics. You know, the thing is, sometimes you're not going to get those quite right, right? But the number of different things this gets wrong, on top of how ugly it is, and the herky-jerky motion of the ball, of the screen scrolling when you're throwing it from the outfield back to the infield. Like, there's just, at every turn, there is something in this game. Like, hey, we're going to make you build your lineup and just pick some infielders and some outfielders. Like, and you have to, every time you're building the lineup from scratch, instead of just like, here's the lineup these teams had. Because they could legally do that, you know. That's they did not have the player's license, but they could say, hey, you know, number 22 bats third. Actually, in 87, Clark might not have batted third yet. I want to say that was something that they... Anyway. There's a right answer to questions like that. And also the way that they just treat them all like generic infielders because, like, when you're playing defense, who cares? But you must pick, you know, what, 5 of them? 4 of them. You must pick one catcher. But the game never conveys to you, you must pick one catcher. Instead, it just says, like, do not select, you know, whatever the error message is, without telling you why. Without telling you, hey, you have to pick 3 outfielders. You can't just pick all infielders because you need to pick 3 outfielders. You must pick a catcher. Like, the way that you even build the lineups and stuff in this game are just so mind-blowing. The choices they made about how to represent baseball. And it's not like baseball didn't exist in Japan. I know, like, that what did Atlas developed this, right? LJN published it, but like it's not like baseball and the rules of baseball did not exist. Jeffrey Leonard was batting third in 87. Was Leonard even what number? I thought Leonard was 00. I did not. Anyway, we'll have a separate stream about the 1987 through 1991 Giants someday. A terrible video game. Like just compared to other games on the platform, compared to other baseball games on the platform, but also on its own merits. Just at every turn, it's like, hey, man, no, it's worse than Raid on Bungling Bay. That's got a helicopter. It's worse than Time Lord. It's not as bad as the Blues Brothers. But it's worse than Time Lord. I'm trying to like rein it in a little bit because like it is tempting right now to say that that game is worse than Silent Assault, but I don't. That doesn't. That seems that seems a little stiff, a little strong. It's worse than Bart versus the Space Mutants. It's better than Dudes with Attitude. It's worse than Super Pitfall. It's worse than Master Chu and the Drunkard Hugh. Who? Hugh. It's a real murderer's row here. This bottom batch of games here is really something else. Okay. It's not as bad as Beetlejuice. It is... It's better than Back to the Future. Might be worse than Chiller. No, not quite. It's better than Taboo. It's better than Clash Ball. I'd rather play Treasure Island Dizzy. Does the science back that up, though? It's worse than Orb. It's worse than Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It is worse than Dragon's Lair. It's worse than Back to the Future 3. It's worse than Action 52. Yes. This is our new number 343. What a piece of garbage, man. Holy smokes. And the funny thing is, like, you know, like, because it's a competitive game, you know, like, there's like fun to be had in just the raw, like, hey, I'm playing this against someone. You could throw baseball cards at a wall competitively and have a good time with it. It doesn't mean that that's a good thing, that a fun thing to do. Like, people have farting contests. That doesn't mean, you know, like, congratulations to our new number 343, Major League Baseball. Yuck. Mecha Skeletor wanted the next game. And who am I to say no? It's an arcade port. I believe this one comes to us. Yes, this comes from your friends at HAL. It's Joust, which they wrote a jaunty little theme song for. Did it need this? Probably not. 1988. They had to go and make graphics and stuff. Yeah, welcome to Joust. This is welcome to Joust to fly. Period. Welcome to Joust to fly. Repeatedly press the A button. Welcome to Joust to survive Joust. The highest lance wins. So that, yeah, this is a decent like recreation of the attract mode of Joust, like the rules and stuff. Well, it's pretty good animation on the walking. It's weird to hear this game like hyped through NES sound hardware. Also, this doesn't feel great. Or rather, this doesn't feel quite like Joust. The movement is just not quite right. Like, on its own merits, it's fine. Does it feel like Balloon Fight? No, it doesn't. But but no. Pull him down. Oh. It's weird for this game to come out so many years after Balloon Fight. Like, if you didn't ever go to an arcade, you would probably think that Balloon Fight came first. Uh-oh, Pterodactyl. That seems a little fast for Pterodactyl to come out. Egg wave. Oh, eggs wave, huh? Ah, get on there. Get up. Oh, this feels bad. The direction changes just feel like they take a little bit longer than they should. And there's just overall movement stuff. Also, the pterodactyl feels like it's coming out way too fucking fast. Like, this is brutal. This is brutal. So the B button will repeatedly flap, but you can manually flap faster than that. That's been part of my I've been relying on the auto flap, and it's not good enough. Ah! I want to try to kill that pterodactyl. But not like that. Not gonna do it that way. Oh my god! Eggs wave. Someone was asking about the hitboxes. You just have to be higher. So if you clash from the side, you want to be slightly higher to hit them. If you hit at the same height, you'll bounce off. And that's what that bow 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 noise is a same height clash. Fuck you. The pterodactyl is thought to be invincible, but if you can stick your fucking your thing in the pterodactyl's mouth, you can kill it. There was a glitch in some of the early arcade boards where you could basically so see that hand coming out of the lava and catching a guy? Where basically you would let that happen to the last guy on a stage, and then you could stand on the bottom platform, which is the one that's gone now. And the pterodactyls would start to come, and you basically just had to like change direction. So as long as you were facing the right direction when the pterodactyls came, they would fly into your lance automatically and die. And you would just get points. Like that was the trick, was to basically get infinite lives by doing that whenever you needed to. And I think they eventually corrected that. I think they patched the game, or, you know, released updated chips. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Fuck. I'm going to say this seems slightly easier than a lot of versions of Joust as well. Thy game is over. Does it not say thy game is over? Well, you fucked up. You fucked up, Joust. Also, is this not 2-player? Okay, there. Okay. Yes, it is. Let's make sure it's simultaneous, though. Okay, it is. No, let's try game B. I assume, like, this is pretty late release to have a game B, a game A, game B type of menu for like 1988 or whatever. All right, so second stage, we're getting like higher level jousters, higher level enemies. You can tell by the color of the rider. If you let the eggs hatch and you let them get back on a bird, then they will become a higher level rider as well. No, yeah, the birds don't come out of the eggs. Dudes come out of the eggs. The world of Joust is very mysterious. Yeah, 1988, you know, you have no business releasing an NES version of Joust in fucking 1988. It's ridiculous. But this is okay. You wouldn't. I think in the context of this platform, you'd be better off with a copy of Balloon Fight, you know? Because it's got great music and you know, just a fun visual style, where this is an okay version of this that I think looks worse than the arcade game. The size of everything just seems weird. Shadow Lord. And also you've got the balloon trip mode, of course. Unbeatable? I like that they recreated the attract mode from the arcade game. That's, you know, a lot of arcade ports to the platform don't do that. And they inserted this. It's like, here's, I don't know, we drew a picture and we digitized this picture and it says welcome to Joust next to it. That's the we decided we'd do that. I'm like, okay. The rest of it is just Joust, but that's there. But yes, ironically, Hal also had a hand in Balloon Fight, of course. So Hal, the experts of Joust and Joust likes on the platform, for sure. But the idea of like, you know, hey, we're in, you know, in the late 80s, paying any kind of price to buy a copy of Joust is just crazy. It's just nuts, man. Why would you do that? I love Joust. Don't get me wrong. Hell, I even kind of think Joust 2 is interesting. But this is not a great port of the game. So the idea of being asked to buy a cartridge of this, like, yeah, it's a hard sell for sure. Not a bad game and not a bad version of the game, you know. I mean, it's better than Dig Dug 2. It's better than the port of Qbert. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's a better game than Platoon. It's a better game than B-52. It's better than Godzilla Master of Monsters. But that, you know, is it better or worse than Ikari Warriors 2 Victory Road? At no point does Joust say, "Come on, let's fight!" Ikari Warriors 2 is a real mess of a video game, though. Joust is not better than Renegade. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a better game, which is weird. I think like Joust is a more effective port, but there's just a lot more going on in Turtles. This is better than Chubby Cherub. It's our new number 269. Okay. And there you have it. Joust. Joust is a classic. Joust is a legendary video game. You know? But also no. Brendan wants to see the next game. As do I. It's the deadly inner war itself. Abadox. From Natsume. Is this an intro? This is, what do we got? Amagon and Abadox, I think, are two games that when you're not looking at the boxes, and Astyanax. Maybe Abadox and Astyanax more so. than Abadox and Amagon, but oh god. Boom. It's a good little tune there for the intro screen. Milton Bradley put its name on a handful of video games through here, and a lot of them were very questionable. This game got Konami drums. So unlike Section Z, though I am a dude flying, I cannot fire the other direction. In Section Z, you could turn and shoot the other way. Not so much here. Picking up a lot of B. Gonna be dropping them Abadox bees on them. Ah! Evil space pterodactyls. Oh. Look at this fucking thing. A lot of skulls and skeletons in space in this game. Seems senseless. Seems like the A button controls my little spinnies. I can make them close, or I can tap the A button to extend them out. Games need a good ping noise to let you know, hey, this is some shit you can't shoot. Or I guess, like, this is some shit you are gonna have to shoot for a while in some cases. Ew. Really good music. This is fun. I don't know why. Why did so many shooters, like, why did so many games with this overall look get made? You know, whether it was like what, Life Force or Contra or whatever, just like freaking eyeballs and gooey brain-looking stuff and like this vague, like not quite H.R. Geiger, but sorta, kinda. Now we're going down. This is weird. We're traveling down in a vertical scroll. This is insane. Freaking Caverns of Mars over here. Oh, that was I could have picked that up. I was trying to shoot it. I wanted to get the M, and now I am dead. And now all I have is this, and now we're just fucked. It's just such a brutal concept of like, hey, we're going to layer on a trillion power-ups so that you're firing in 9 different directions. Oh, God. And then as soon as you die, it's all gone. It's just such a... Creepy hands. This game is just gross. Ah, man. Oh, man. I like the noise on the laser. Like, this is good. I like the effects. I like the audio overall. It's nice. Oh, was that not? Okay. Ow! Okay. Oh. I don't know what, like, it says, you know, one of the achievements said that I had full armor, but, like, what does armor do in a... Ugh. Tried to just get in there and start shooting, but that's... Okay, they will shoot downwards. I thought that maybe those turrets could only shoot up, but... I guess the move is to wait it out a little bit instead. Ah, the hand! This is a very tight space. A tight, gross space. I don't know what I was doing there. Nothing good. Now I'm just making stupid mistakes. Woo! Lizard. I like the continues. Wanted to kill the crawly guy and instead took a shot. Dude. Fuck me. Fuck me. Could have really used that bee. Would have really benefited from a hot bee right there. Where's this put me? Of course. It's like this short little area. This is a lot like... This is maybe a weird comparison. This is basically exactly like the shape levels in Astrobot. It's a short, difficult, but not impossible sequence. And you just need to get it all in one go. You just need to put it all together. Fuck! I got the bee. Oh. Okay. Shit! I moved over to the far to the... Okay. Hang back for those guys. There's 4 of these fuckers. We come through here. We shoot this. We aim at the middle one of these for a little while, because why not? But really, we're just kind of hanging back anyway. We dodge this arm. We don't care about that little hamburger-looking thing. One of these fuckers will come up, no problem. That guy's a little trickier to kill because the timing involved. We'll try to get the third one of those on the bottom. Okay, we got both of them. That's fine, too. Another arm here. This one we kill. A power-up comes up right here. We get the P, we come over here, we try to just dodge these shots and work our way around. Kill this thing, come through here, another harm. Then we get over here, the B is going to appear over here, but 2 of those little snaky guys get pretty close together right here, and so you just kind of have to stay focused, hang back for the stupid those things, work your way in and around, and then... Okay. And now on this thing, it's the sideways shots we got to look out for, that one. But we got to get our main shots in too, and we're not. I'm getting, you know how that thing when you play a bunch of Tetris and then it seems like the whole world is scrolling in a direction around you? That is happening to me because of all the downward scrolling we've been doing. And maybe I can just, okay, is this a safe spot to hang out for the diagonal shots? Okay, then I can just duck in there and do a little in and out. Our barrier is gone. That's probably fine. Easy. Might have been better off with the laser there. I don't know. Oh. Well. Having these things that just look exactly like the background, but you can go through them is shitty. Like, aesthetically, that's a bad choice. You know, you want to know what's background. What can I touch? What can't I touch? Right? That was the spread shot up there. Would have been better off with it than without it, but I don't... Well... Like, spread shot is good because I have the missiles. I can to handle the forward shot, you know? This guy just, like, came on screen and said, "How do you do?" before the music even started. This is very, like, hitchy, jittery. You know, like, this feels awkward. That's too much speed. I picked up too much S. I've got way too much S over here. No one needs this much S. Do these things shoot? They do. Okay. Whoa. Ah. Hmm. More freaky looking shit. Great. It's a very prominent flash in this game. Yeah, more S at this point. Like, why not? Give me S up the S. And as much P as you got. Probably should have kept the other weapon there, but, you know. Who has time to memorize what the weapon pickup icons look like, you know? Oh, thank you. handled. Yeah, now I've got all the S. This is so much S. It sucks. I just wanted to tap over and not get hit by that other thing, and now here we are, completely fucked. You just give me like 1 S, 2 S maybe? I'm good. More S than that is greedy. You know, no one needs that much S. Oh my god. Well, now I have 0 S, and that's not enough S. That's not enough S to do what I need to do. And now I'm getting it up the S. Fucking prolapse city down here, man. It's like we're looking at Style Project circa 2002, you know? It's just... Okay. We're just about done here. I think we've seen what we need to see to get this one on the list. Oh, jeez. I wouldn't have minded whatever that was. I can't even remember what it was. It was a B. That looked like something I could pick up almost. Whatever was in that ball looked like a teddy bear or something. What? Oh. No? No? Why is that? Nothing was... What? All right, that's enough. That's enough. We're going to move on. Okay. Abbott. Abadox. That's very, like, I remember thinking Abadox was okay, and I remember over the years it felt like people were talking about Abadox more than they should, you know, just like, oh yeah, I guess I remember Abadox. Yeah, sure. It was like another one of those gross, weird, muscle tissue-y, it was one of those sinewy shooters. But that's pretty good. I don't know, man. Like that feels it's the kind of infinite continues helps you helps make it more palatable, right? You know, you kind of just have to like get to that next checkpoint. There are not a ton of checkpoints. Like you are kind of making it through a decent little area there. Before you get to the next thing, but I don't know, like enjoyable. I might even call it a little bit breezy. Though it does have its, obviously, like some of the levels are much more difficult than others. And it's gross. I don't know. Like that style, I think is like okay. I don't especially like it. I just don't especially like that style of just like, it is weird muscle tissue, brain matter. Here's a weird eyeball. Like I never was into that look. But I think this is an effective version of that, you know? You got a bunch of fucking creepy shit. Here you go. It's a bunch of gross looking stuff. Slimy. Bleh. But it plays well. Like the weapon upgrades seem fun. It's very straightforward. It's not like, here's some bombs and choose when to use your bomb. Like, you know, in terms of what you're doing, there's just not that much going on, you know, but I think it's very effective at what it does, and that's nice, It's certainly a better game than, say, Clue Land. It's better than that port of Bad Dudes. We were talking the arcade version of Bad Dudes. I'd probably go Bad Dudes in that situation, but you got to remember, this version of Bad Dudes, not very good. Better than the Immortal, superior to Nobunaga's Ambition. It's better than Captain Skyhawk. This someone is posting V-Hold is posting screenshots or scans of, I guess that looks like GamePro to me from the font work with an invincibility code for Abadox. That's fun. It's better than volleyball. It's better than spiritual warfare. It's better than Jaws. Right? Well, okay. It's better than Spelunker. It's better than Solstice, the Quest for the Staff of Deimos. It's better than Jaws. It's better than this version of Spy Hunter. I would take it over a lot of this kind of arcade stuff that ended up in here. You know, your Pac-Mans and your Donkey Kongs and Donkey Kong Juniors and stuff. It's a better game than Nightshade. It's better than that port of Smash TV. It's a better game than Wizards and Warriors. It's more enjoyable than Legendary Wings, but like we're kind of this is starting to feel close. It's better than Section Z. Section Z like it has an outsized presence in my mind because at the time it seemed open, right? You had choices at the end of every level, and sometimes you'd go backwards and you're like, oh my god, you know, like there was like that game feels bigger than it is. This is similar to Section Z in that you are a dude. But I think it is, while it is not open the way that Section Z is, it's tighter. It's better than Section Z. It's better than Amagon. It's better than Zombie Nation. Is it better than this cool port of Gyrus? Is it better than that cool port of well, okay, let's think about it. It's better than Zombie Nation. It's better than Spot the Video Game. It's better than Urban Champion. Is it better than Ghosts and Goblins? My gut says absolutely not. Why would you even ask, you sicko? But scientifically speaking, it's a little bit better than Ghosts and Goblins. Is it better than... So let's think about this chunk of the list here real quick. Because I guess the question we got to answer is it better than Life Force? I think this is one where we got to let the science speak, because I would probably say that it is I like it more than I like Life Force, but I don't think it's better than Life Force, scientifically speaking. I think you take it over this Porta Gyrus. I think you take it over a Snake Rattle and Roll. It's very Burai Fighter-esque. It's better than Snake Rattle and Roll. It's not as good as Burai Fighter. It's our new number 80. Who knew? Milton Bradley getting their hands on a good game for a change. Thanks to their friends at Natsume for making it happen, huh? All right. There you have it. Abadox. Let's see if we can get one more in here. Tac Mantis has been wanting to see this one for a while. And now is the time. It is time to feel the power. Greg Norman's golf power, that is. 1992, holy smokes. Oh. As if the Virgin Games logo wasn't enough to let you know where this game was coming from. This is basically the Union Jack. This when music sounds like this, it is basically you are looking at the Union Jack. You're eating a packet of Quavers. You're thinking about Felicity Kendall. It's time for golf power. Greg Norman's, that is. Why this logo, they've maybe written it a little backwards. Look at this guy. All right, so we kind of just have a mouse cursor, huh? Why does British chiptune always sound warbly like this? Because the Commodore 64 was really good at that type of sound. And they just brought it with them to the NES. All right, Sunny USA, one player. I can't move out of this box up top. Creating course. Are we reticulating splines over here? A par 5 hole, 550 yards. You need a one wood. This game has the buzz. Well, we kind of want to go that way with it, I guess. Okay, we got to hold the button down. Gremlin Graphics, they did a lot of famous British. They did oh god, it's escaping me right now. We've got to create this course again. Do I have? Okay, I was gonna say I have a fast forward mapped here. Zool, right? Yeah, Zool's, yeah. Okay. 280 yards from the hole. You need a 1 wood. So it's, you know, okay, we made it over that. It's effectively your 3-click system kind of thing. I could have probably made it to the green there. I didn't think it was going to go that far. You have to hold the button down and then let off and then tap it again when it is in the center of the kind of direction meter. If you know, if you want to hook or slice or C, which I assume is center, but I don't. On the green. Okay. This color palette is garbage. This is terrible. This game is ugly as sin, man. And the buzz. Why is it buzzing? I don't know. Is it a PAL game running on, you know, like what did they do when they were building this game that it's got the buzz like this? What electric, like this is a licensed game, right? It's not some fucking cart burning out your, all right, whatever. Why is the brake on this green so all over the place? I assume that's what, I mean, that is what the arrows are trying to convey. Okay, that's too hard. His face is in his hands. Oh! Heartbreak. I'll take it. I like that the buzz stops. Oi, stop buzzing then. The buzz really... Okay, this is just toggling between two things. I need to hit the start button to move forward. This is in some ways a very acceptable golf game. I could use a few more dotted lines on the big look at the hole or a few other things of that nature. Especially for 92, because, you know, Nintendo's first-party golf games, I feel like did a pretty good job of getting this stuff right. Also, I don't seem to be able to, like, truly turn, which, you know, why would you want to? But, like, I don't think I can only aim like this. I can't turn more than this. Which is just kind of weird. Okay, a 1 wood should punch it all the way over those trees. Or it, oh, okay, or it'll hit off the trees and, okay. Buzz. The buzz is killing me. This is a terrible, this is really, Astounding. Oh, Greg Norman, a big figure in LIV golf, huh? Coming to the defense of the Saudi Crown Prince. Look, when asked about the murder, look, we've all made mistakes, and you just want to learn from those mistakes and how you can correct them going forward. Yeah, that's what that was. Wow, Greg Norman. What a piece of shit. The Buzz, I'm not going to be able to play much more of this. We're going to look at the other, it looked like you could create a hole. Whoops, I murdered a guy. I had a journalist killed. Damn it. I really messed this one up. Greg, I know you want to work together. I'm sure you have a lot of questions about the problem with me murdering a guy. But I assure you, it's just a mistake I made. Oops, among us. Greg Norman, maybe he'll be playable in the next Metal Slug, you know? I land in the sand. All right, let's see what a sand trap looks like. The buzz stopped for a second. On the green! Let's look at one more hole of this and then... Oops, sliced it pretty hard there. That's okay. That works out. That's my line about Abadox also. Let's just look at one more hole. See, I without knowing the distance that each club hits, the like 100 yards to the like, or like it's the way it tells you. Oh, damn it! Is he still gonna swing? You jack off, Greg Norman. You jack off. This is a bad golf game. Like the mechanics are not there, but especially for this late in the console's life cycle, it should this should just have more information. You know, this feels like such a shat out port of a game that also came to computers and other stuff like that. But like this just has a still wedging it, huh? On the fringe. Oh. Great, Greg. Great. At least this green all goes in the right direction. Like the break is all consistent. I like that. The only thing I like about this game is the face in hands. Like when you blow a putt. That's kind of the only thing about it. Let's look at this menu again because I'm pretty sure I saw. A hole creator? Designer. What do we got here? Panda. Raised hole. Blocks left 0. So do I have to like... Okay. This is neat. You know, it's like Trackmania. Prefab parts. Bzzz. Would have rather hooked it a little bit there instead of sliced it out of bounds, but maybe we'll make it. Yeah, we did. Just barely. You need a P-wedge. Damn right I do. Get in the hole. Ship it in, man. Neat. Does this have any kind of... Okay, so we made hole 1. But like, what do I... Okay. Oh, okay, quit. User course. This doesn't seem like it has battery backup. Oh no, okay. Well, we can save mid-run. Okay, so it does. It does. Hold down reset and switch off. And it looked like it had a good number of, like, man, yeah, you know, I'm a little torn, a little bit, because it has a number of courses, but like it looked like it had like what, 12 different built-in courses or something there, right? As well as, you know, the ability to create your own courses. That's kind of neat. It's got a decent amount of golf power, but I feel like it needs just a little bit more information. And just the color palette and visuals and everything, it's just so ugly. You know, Nintendo Golf, or, you know, first party golf, which launched at the beginning of this life cycle, whereas this is closer to the end. I think that's a better looking game overall. And so this is, it's rough, man. It's rough. But like the idea is sound. It's a decent little golf game. But and then the audio is real bad too. Audio is real bad. It's a weird one. The core of it is there, but it's not like it's worse. It's certainly worse than 8-bit Nintendo ass golf, even though, you know, it's got more courses and all of that. Like that is just such a more pleasant experience than this. I think its take on the triple click, or more of a hold, let off, tap again, is okay. But the holding doesn't really add anything to it. Nintendo Golf was more of a double click than a triple click sort of system. Or, well, I guess in some, no, it's more of a, anyway, that aside. Golf is a better game. Zen Intergalactic Ninja is a better game. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero is a better game. You'd be better served with a copy of Nobunaga's Ambition. It's no... well, yes, it's no Marble Madness. Is it better or worse than Mad Max? It's worse. It's worse than Fester's Quest. It's better than the Three Stooges. It's better than that fucked up version of RoboCop. It is better than the 8-bit version of Shinobi. It's better than Puss in Boots. It's better than... is it better than Bomberman 1? Yes. It's better than Alien 3. It's not better than Wario's Woods. It's our new number 252. Greg Norman's Golf Power. And Greg Norman would go on to completely suck later in his career, I suppose. From the looks of things, from the sounds of things. There you have it. That's going to do it for this week's list. What a weird chunk of games. An interesting look. You know, it's kind of the magic of the platform, really, is it became so popular that over the years, more and more developers that maybe weren't in on it initially started getting into it because they saw that it was a platform that people were buying, and that as the install base grew, they were like, well, we got to get in on this. And so you start seeing developers from more parts of the world making games later on in the life cycle of the console than you did in the beginning. Whereas you think about it as like, well, it's Nintendo, it's, you know, it's a Japanese console, it's a lot of Japanese developers, but like there's so many games around that feel like they're around the edges once you get outside the games that have become like the accepted canon of great games, right? Or the accepted canon of great developers on the platform. Or, you know, everyone loves to talk about Konami and Capcom and all this other stuff, but like, you know, you had Natsume doing work there with Abadox and turning it in something solid. Not a super long game, but challenging in a fun and fair way. And then you get something like Friday the 13th, which just feels like shit. And it looks like shit. It plays like shit. But it's more than your average side scroller. You know, there's more, a little more going on in that game. There's ambition there that, you know, that sets it apart ever so slightly from the other stuff. And then, yeah, you got Joust, a game that, you know, was ostensibly developed relatively early on and then didn't come out until years later. And, you know, the whatever the story is on that. And you're like, hey, this is a pretty good version of Joust, but it's still Joust. At the end of the day, you don't want to buy a cartridge for Joust. This is something that game developers would struggle with in varying degrees for 20 years, really. Well, from Joust, if we can, Joust in 88, I suppose it's more like 10 or 15 years. But these are problems that we had early on in the lifespan of the Dreamcast. You know, when Midway was trying to figure out ways to put NFL Blitz onto the Dreamcast and like, okay, this is just a game, or, you know, the home versions of NBA Jam, and trying to figure out like, we need more of a game here. We need some kind of progression here. We need something here that makes it something that someone might want to buy for full price. Because just it being a great arcade game coming home, you know, it's still going to end up looking a little shallow compared to, well, you know, at that point we were dealing with the 40-hour Japanese role-playing game as being like kind of a standard bearer for value. And so these sports games would just go like, I don't know, it's got a season mode. Like, okay, what's in your season mode? You got to beat all the teams. Like, okay, well, I mean, that's the season, that is the single player progression of the arcade version of NFL Blitz. Yeah, Crazy Taxi. I was just playing Crazy Taxi the other day and looking at it and thinking like, man, it's really weird that this thing is as popular as it is, considering some of the value proposition. But even there, they had to add the crazy box and alternate modes and the other things they tried to do to give it more value than the arcade version of Crazy Taxi on its own. And, you know, that's fascinating to see. But, like, you know, I think those developers are struggling with that then, because if we go back here, you know, a decade and a half or further, you just see, hey man, it's the arcade version coming home. That used to be enough. Like, you could put that in the ad, Donkey Kong in your house, and people were like, what? I can have Donkey Kong in my house? And then you get it home and you're like, why does it only have 3 of the 4 levels? You're like, well, the Pie Factory's hard. The pies have to move, man, and this is a fucking ColecoVision. Well, I don't know what you want us to do. Like, well, I don't know what you think we're capable of. This is an Atari 2600. You're lucky that we got 2 levels in here, let alone the other 2 that are missing. Come on, that's crazy. An era of that kind of struggle, whereas something that used to be a marketing benefit of like, hey, look at this. I look at it as, yeah, Satellite of Love says Soul Calibur tipped the balance of power. Definitely. But even before that, I would look at the Tekken games as being really good at some of that stuff, because they would fill those full of modes. I mean, it's Tekken Ball. It's not all, but like when Tekken Force came along, like Tekken 3, in some ways, Tekken 3 is fascinating because Tekken 3 does not look as good as its arcade counterpart, whereas 1 and 2 feel like they're better in every way on the PlayStation than they are in the arcade. For 3, it's visually a little bit reduced. And so instead they said, oh shit, we've got to go off. And so they did. And added all this extra stuff to it to make it so much more than the arcade version of the game. But that was the struggle for the longest time. And you see some of that here. Or rather, when you don't see the struggle, you see games that you go like, why would anyone buy this version of Joust? And the answer is because you could not emulate the arcade version of Joust on your phone or a zillion other devices that you had in your home. So now, in this day and age, when playing the absolutely accurate real version of Joust is completely trivial, why would you ever play the NES version of Joust? And the answer? retro achievements. It's always the answer. That's going to do it for this week. We have one game left on the list for next week's show, and that game is called Supercars, which Tim said he wanted to see. If you want to get your games on the list, you've got about a week. I usually look Thursday night. I usually kind of build the list. So join the Gerstmann advisory panel today, and you can suggest games. And you get on the Discord. We are having a good time over there, chopping it up and all of that. And you get access to bonus shows and, ad-free podcast. Support the madness so that the madness can support you. And, tell your friends. All that stuff. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.